Hey, what's going on, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review, and continuing the Star Wars theme, I have the new Star Wars Black Series Stormtrooper. Now this is basically the same figure we got, before. So it's basically the same Stormtrooper. I don't personally have the figure anymore, but so I'm definitely glad to pick this up. I was definitely late getting out to the stores Friday. I didn't go anywhere Thursday night, but after work I did pop into a few stores and I was able to pick a couple of things up. But it's basically the same packaging we see with the other Star Wars Black Series. You got the image down here in the corner. You got Stormtroopers, Star Wars. The bottom you got that. Top you got that. On the side you got kind of like a cool Stormtrooper letters. On the one side you got the red. It says number 48. On the back you got the big old read up. But that's it. Let's crack this Stormtrooper out of the packaging and take a closer. Okay, and here he is all out of the packaging along with his accessories. He does come with two blasters, a short one and a long one. But I mean, overall, it's a nice figure. I imagine it's probably the same exact Stormtrooper we got the last time. I don't know if they improved anything because I don't have one to compare with. But taking a closer look at him, I think they did a good job. I do like the sculpt. We can never have enough Stormtroopers. And this is my favorite style Stormtrooper. So the helmet, even though it does look a little big, and I mean like big wide ways, I don't know what it is. It definitely looks very wide to me. Proportionally, it's not too bad, because it's, technically, a helmet. But we do get some nice paint applications on it. Really nice crisp blue painted lines and nice black painted lines all throughout the mask to make it look really good. So I am loving that. On the back we get, nice clean paint going on all throughout the mask. Nothing really sloppy. Nice glossy black paint for the lenses. As far as his armor, everything, it's pretty much black and white, but we do get, nice sculpting all throughout the armor. It does look really good. Get that classic, different style with the knee pads. And then we get nice sculpting on the arms and shoulder pads and the parts on his hands. Get that classic, back of the Stormtrooper. He does come with a holster that is very, very soft, so it kind of gets up out of the way. So, I mean, overall, it's another Stormtrooper, As far as his accessories, he does come with his, normal blaster that I believe we got with the last one. And it's pretty basic, pretty plain. It's black, a little bit of sculpting in it. He will hold it relatively well, even though his trigger finger does not actually fit into the trigger. And then he comes with this really long blaster, which I can't remember if we got this with the first release or not. But this one is, pretty plain. But I do like how they added some some silver hints kind of throughout it. So it does, that does make it look much better. They kind of added a little bit of silver around the holes on the barrel going down there, a little bit of silver details. But again, it's still pretty, plain and basic. And his finger, the trigger finger, it fits a little bit better in the long blaster. Now, as far as articulation, we do have our standard ball and hinge, and you get decent movement with the head. You get nice, back. You get really good range looking back, and you get good range working forward. So nice movement in the hinge of that. You do get, full swivel, and you do get nice side to side. So, really, really nice job with that helmet. You do get, forward and back, so you can bring it down even more if you push the helmet forward on the ball. And you can also, push it back to give him more up. So, the arms, you have the hinge and swivel, but again, because of these hard, shoulder pads, you don't really get to utilize that very much. It's kind of annoying. I don't understand why they can't make that a little softer or bring this part up so you can kind of tuck it under there. But that's about it you can get with the hinge as far as the shoulder. That does rotate all the way around. You do have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows work, actually really well on this guy. Of course, you do get swivel and hinge in the hands. And the right, oh, man, that hinge is really stuck on mine. It's not even like working on mine. But you do get swivel, and so we get the up and down hinge over here, and you get back and forth here. But I don't know if you guys can see that, but mine's like really stuck, almost like it wasn't punched out all the way or something, because I can't get, oh, there we go. Okay. You got some pretty kind of crazy detents in those hinges too. I don't want to go breaking anything. But we do have the standard cut here at the torso, and you really don't, you get kind of like this clicking noise with it. So I don't know what that's all about. I guess it's, you know, detents. This thing's just riddled with detents, and we'll get to that with the feet. But we get nice movement back. You get decent movement forward with the crunch. You do get side, you get nice movement there. And of course you do get rotation out of that. The belt is it is glued to the figure, and his blaster will fit in his little pouch back here, so that is cool. And I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Now as far as the legs, it definitely is limited because of the sculpt. I mean, you're not really getting anything as far as forward and back. You get about that much out. You do have a cut right here for a thigh rotation. You get double jointed knees, which work, you know, surprisingly pretty well. And then as far as the feet, we have a hinge that will hinge back really nice. There's the bottom of the feet with the peg holes. Hinge forward, and you do have a forward facing pin for rocker, but there's like detents within that. So you can like kind of feel them as you go. And earlier I was having trouble getting them to stand, but I think as I do this, it kind of breaks it up a little bit, makes it a little bit better. But this side, you can still hear those detents as I move that up and down. So I mean, overall, I'm glad to have it. You know, it's another Stormtrooper. We can never have enough Stormtroopers in our collections. Let me get him to stand again here. Come on. Yeah, a little bummed out with the articulation in these guys. But here is a comparison with the Mafex. You see the Hasbro one definitely has a much brighter white color, and the proportions are a little bit different between the two. And again, I'm having trouble getting him to stand. There we go. So, I mean, you can see they're pretty much at the same height. The Mafex definitely has more of the, you know, proportions going on that look a little bit more natural. Here is a Han Solo, so another Black Series, just to give you a size comparison. Here is the Darth Vader. And here is the Commander clone. So it gives you a little size comparison as far as what he will look like on the shelf. But yeah, guys, that is the new Black Series Stormtrooper. You know, I don't know. I'm a little I like it because it's another Stormtrooper, but I'm a little disappointed as well. Hopefully the rest of these waves, you know, turn out to be a little bit better as far as articulation with some of these characters. But yeah, that's the review, guys. Tell me what you think. You know, give me a comment below. Did you guys get anything, you know, for the Force Friday? I have a couple more figures to review that I did pick up. But that's a review on the Black Series Stormtrooper. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next figure review. Take care.